Hi guys. So, this is me trying to.
Aren't you hungry?
Yeah, this is me trying to
Remember this?
shoot this a second time.
Just make sure you get the bottle angled up.
So, yeah. Anyway,
So well, they're not orphaned
yeah.
yet. Okay, we can't think like that. And Ty's gonna do everything he can to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay, so I woke up to.
I don't see why not. Here, get down.
I woke.
Carefully. Okay, walk slowly.
Jim, are you sure this is a good idea?
Yeah, I
What
don't know.
difference does it make where she puts the bowl?
I'm talking about you buying Katie a pet without asking Lou first.
It's not a pet, it's a goldfish.
It might just be a goldfish, but keeping that thing alive takes a certain
But,
amount of responsibility.
You don't have to watch it.
I don't know. Yeah,
She's got a pony, Jack.
A pony that we take care of. Now, if she puts the bowl in her bedroom, it becomes entirely
yeah,
her
I woke.
responsibility.
And you don't think that's a good lesson for
Yeah,
you to learn?
kind of woke up to a little bit of a surprise this morning. So apparently I had 8. So apparently I had 8 subscribers and now I have 10. So I don't know what I did to gain 2 more people. So if you 2 new people are watching, then yeah, like if you 2 new people are watching, can you first of all, thank you for, even be subscribing in first place. But also, can you, comment down below and, explain why? Or, what made you subscribe? Because I really don't know what I did. Or,
No, it's not a problem. It's just this is a very busy time for me. So
or
No, it's not because you can't avoid me if you're on a remote
or
cell.
did I do something?
I'm not avoiding you. That's ridiculous.
Right. So what's going on?
God, did I do something last night that helped make the law of attraction work out in my favor even just a little bit? Yeah, I don't know. What? Huh? What, doggy? What? Yeah. Oh, you look so handsome, dog, with your new haircut. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you're like, Mom, I don't care. Yes, you do. Oh, are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Oh. Oh. Yes, a good boy, aren't you? Ooh. Yeah. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so yeah, I kind of just wanted to thank the 2 new people who came. and joined me for some reason, like, I still cannot figure out, like, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, something that yeah, something that just I felt like came onto my. I feel like this has been on my mind for a while, but I now really feel like saying something about it, or because I don't get it, but it's like if anyone is in a third party type situation, then why is it yeah, then like, why is it that the other woman gets blamed? I mean, either the woman knew going in to the situation that this man was taken, and in that case, it's both.
Your cinch was loose. What? Even my 9-year-old students know they're supposed to double check their saddle before they drop.
Well, even in that kind of situation, it's still the man's fault
I expected more from you, Olivia.
because he is stringing along two people basically and making two people feel loved and appreciated and wanted. Now, whether or not that woman intended to stick around because she wanted to hurt his current girlfriend or partner or whatever.
Let's see if we can follow that.
And this can apply to men too if they're in that kind of situation.
Okay, Judy, do you want to wear this sweater or the pink one for your play date? Pink. There you go. Hey, what's this?
Now, like,
Fish?
Grandpa.
He did, did he?
Yeah. Bubbles is sleeping.
now, like, if the current lover or quote unquote side chick or side person is staying in the relationship because they want to harm the current partner or lover or whatever, then yes, if that is the case, then that current partner or girlfriend is or lover is at fault.
About New York, and I think you should look at the bigger picture.
Dad, I don't have time to talk about this right now.
Honey, you don't want to pass up
Because at this point,
That's stuff.
they're enabling this behavior and they're being just as petty and harsh as
The only reason you wanted to go there in the first place is to keep her away from Mitch.
the man who even put her in that position.
By the way, I told
But the man is more to blame still,
I told you so.
or
And it's
the
very
person
satisfying to be able to
putting
say that. So I'm gonna say it again. I told you so.
the other person in a third party, or the person who created the third party situation for themselves, it's the main one at fault.
What are you going to do?
Because they have no,
Vinny's still sick, and now I got this.
they obviously have no respect for those two other people.
Yeah, sure.
And they obviously do not love their current partner. Otherwise, if they really did, they wouldn't even be in they wouldn't even feel the need or entertain a third party situation.
Performing at a rodeo was a huge accomplishment.
And they definitely do not have respect for these two people, if not even themselves. So, yeah. So in that way, I pity them, but also,
Same. What? I'll be right back.
I feel like men or people who engage in third party situations
Practice today, huh? Yeah, I guess. Awesome.
mostly target people who either will not call them on their shit
Shit.
and will not call them out once
What I saw you do.
they find out that they have another girlfriend or partner or something.
And what's the big deal? Olivia got what she deserved. And as far as I'm concerned, nobody saw it didn't happen.
So, yeah. Or they're so insecure that, like, they will call them out. And then
I was thinking we should
either the guy will lie and break
Devil's Roman riding or something like
and say they broke it off with their current partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that way
Great. Meet me before practice tomorrow. We can figure
the other or quote unquote third party will go back to them. Or the third party has such a low self-esteem that even when they find out that the guy is engaged, they will still
So,
stick around
must be pretty exciting.
because they like the feeling of love and
Really?
need and
I don't know,
want
this whole franchise thing.
that this guy is giving them, and in a way
I don't know what to do.
You know,
I feel bad for girls
military,
or
I didn't really know.
for girls or people who have a low enough self-esteem to where they will even engage in that kind of situation.
Do it. So, you know, that's big.
But on the other hand,
Just like that.
there are
Well,
guys
I mean, there's a few.
or there are people who will string people along for so long that
You know, the next week I signed up.
Just like that.
Well, I mean, there's a few sleepless nights in there, paralyzing death.
it makes them feel like
It ended up being the right decision.
What do you think I should do?
make them feel needed and wanted and flirt with them, but like not really not even mention
Kidding me? What am I gonna do after 5 pages?
a
I can't handle all that free.
partner
Just fine.
or
Especially considering
spouse
your busy social
or
life.
girlfriend or something.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just mean you have a lot on the go when it comes to friends.
Either that or they will make it
I know it's
sound
telling you, so why don't you just ask
that, or if they do mention something like that, they will not make it sound serious enough, or like they're gonna break it off with them, or like they were gonna break it off with them anyway. So it's just like I don't know, I just, regardless of how people get themselves into a third party situation, the girl should not really, or at the very least, not always be blamed. Because either they were not taught to have self-confidence to the point where they will allow themselves to be in this situation,
Unlock the tank for it.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Got it covered. Creed?
or they were not taught either that, or they were not taught manners.
The only reason I'm asking is because Mitch's busy the dude ranch, and I don't think he's gonna get
Yeah,
back.
either that, or they were not taught
No problem.
manners, and
Sorry, safe.
that, like, oh, you cannot take or have what belongs to another person.
How's it going now?
Either way,
Not great. Food ain't no problem, but we just can't get things done.
either way, those people are dealing with some kind
He
of.
was sucking from his mom, so it's not dysphagia. You want to try bucket feeding him?
I'd just be worried we couldn't get him back on the mare.
Well, I think we're gonna have to use a syringe then.
You mean force feed him?
And I mean, like, with those two scenarios,
So that should be our last resort.
it's like,
Maybe he just needs his mom.
She's still recovering from surgery.
or at least
And even if we brought her, she
that's always what I thought of in my case,
Can't we at least try?
No, it's too
or
soon.
at least
I'm really sorry.
those other cases I've seen, to where, like, people who put people in a third party situation and people who are in a third party situation are
Sure.
targeted because of the low enough self-esteem.
You remember that cousin?
Because they either have a low enough self-esteem to where they will turn the other cheek
Oh, wait up.
and come back to the dude
That's who you
after he is proven untrustworthy,
lying or and even remotely romantically involved. We're just friends.
Okay, now I feel like
or they were not taught
I'm so sorry for crying.
or have not learned that you cannot take something that or someone that belongs to another person.
Of course, the guy's gonna be all this.
Are you sure you're okay?
So it's just like,
You just have cowboy, but really your leg is broken or your lung is punctured or something?
and those two scenarios are just like for the people who stay in that situation.
Ready to go on a trail ride after all.
I feel bad for those people,
Sometimes they fight like mortal enemies.
but
Most of the time they get along surprisingly well.
also for the people who just like cut off that douchebag who even put you in that situation or who even put them in that situation, go you, because you deserve someone who actually respects you and will not string you along. Good. For
You just seemed happy, is all.
Well, I don't know why, because nothing special happened today, so
I don't know, like
dinner's going to be in about an hour.
for I don't know if they do it for fun and games or they have basically no respect.
Is that?
Bubbles. Yeah. It's a miracle.
So are you sure that he was, you know,
100% sure.
So
You didn't have anything to do with this, did you?
no, I did not.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty good idea who did.
but the same time it's like for those guys who do shit like or for people who do string people along into third party situations like that, I hope you find enough self-confidence and self-respect for yourself to the point where you do not feel the need to disrespect everybody else around you. To fill that void. Because if you keep doing what you're doing, you will end up alone. like completely alone. No boyfriend or girlfriend, and possibly even no friends.
I really need to work on this essay.
Well, you gotta eat, so.
Thanks.
And
Do you want me to take a look at it?
I keep hearing that karma
Actually, maybe.
always comes around, and karma's really a mirror, so people who do shady and deceitful shit like that, or just shady and deceitful shit in general, good luck. Just good luck with that karma.
Katie and I. If that's what you're worried about, go.
And yeah,
I miss you, but we're gonna be okay.
it's like
That is a remarkably mature thing to say.
seriously, I'm kind of even.
You're all grown up.
I even just want to tell my so-called quote-unquote parents, just like, good luck with the karma that's gonna be coming your way. So soon enough. Good luck with that karma that will be coming your way, because yeah, you've stolen thousands upon thousands of dollars
Something that I need to tell you
from me
about.
since I was a teenager, for crying out loud. So when I finally get on my own and become a professional actress, and I swear I'm just gonna be amused if the second I become a professional actress, they all of a sudden start wanting to come to me and, kiss up to me. And like kiss up to me big time. Because they want part of the fame that I will be getting with that. So yeah, because abusers always want something.
Oh, I was thinking of some tricks we can do together that'll be real show.
And apparently, for us people with disabilities, we are apparently the easiest target for some reason. Because apparently for some reason, to people who do not have disabilities, apparently they think that they can target us and abuse us easier.
Putting Olivia's life at risk isn't bending the rules. I did what I had to do. If I'm
So,
gonna have a soul
yeah.
career, I need to maintain my headliner status on this team. Look, you might be okay with being mediocre, but I have bigger plans. I thought you said I was good enough to be the next headliner. I guess not. You clearly don't want it bad enough. I'm sure Coach will go easy on you if you just admit that you made a mistake. I'm not telling her anything. Then I will. If I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut. Or what, you'll loosen my saddle strap while I'm not looking? Yeah. Loosening saddle straps will seem like a kiss on the cheek compared to what I'll do to you.
You two were here early.
So are you? Practice doesn't start for another hour.
Well, I'm always here around this time. It's when I plan the routines. Georgie, why don't you give Samantha and I a moment alone?
So, yeah. For some reason, able-bodied people think, I don't know if they think that, they can abuse us, people with disabilities, and we will not be able to say anything, or that if we do say something, we will not be believed. But seriously, my so-called quote-unquote parents have always complained about something that I couldn't control, like whether it was the way I talked, or especially when I was an actual kid, they would make fun of how I walked, and then of my breathing.
I couldn't do it. I guess we're both cowards. Pathetic.
Because at certain points,
Can't talk to a 5-year-old about attention.
Katie has no
apparently my rhythm would get very hard and heavy just by walking.
But I will. I was going to. You were right. I mean, I bought the fish.
And apparently, according to one of my
Yeah, together.
former elementary school teachers, or, well, I guess she wasn't really an elementary school teacher. She was more of a, like, aide. But apparently, according to her, I had some kind of mobility aid that I, like a cane. And honestly, I don't even remember anything about having a mobility aid. And the minute she told me, oh, I got so angry and enraged to where I'm pretty sure I was almost like screaming in rage. And I was seriously, like, a few tears were coming down my face, and I was trying so hard not to start crying like a little kid or like a child would.
Indefinitely. Starting now.
But anyway, and that just hit me so hard because my first few, like, my last few years of high school, I went to I went to PT, which short for physical therapy, to see about anything about getting a mobility aid, and I kept it going for the, like, first 2 years of college until I finally first year and a half to 2 years of college until I finally just
Yesterday I did something that wasn't very nice.
gave up because it's like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get nowhere with this. And again, my so-called quote-unquote parents kept telling me, like, oh, you don't need this.
I'm really sorry, Katie.
And they would always scoff, like, you do not need that.
What?
So I finally just gave up because it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna keep trying to fight them and my PT or and my physical therapist, who obviously is trying to keep me from getting some kind of mobility aid that can help.
Well, we'll show you.
Listen, I just wanted. Sorry, you go.
No.
I decided to go to New York next week. You were right.
Yeah.
This is what I've
Even though I still kind of have issues with my walking and with my feet dragging to the point where my second toe on my left foot is a little bit curved from all the dragging and limping and more pressure going to that side. And no one still thinks I need help. So it's like, dude. And apparently I've heard that this happens to other people with disabilities too. Like, if they need some kind of mobility equipment or even just any kind of accommodations whatsoever, we need to fight like hell to get it. And sometimes even then, we can't necessarily get it, or we cannot guarantee that we need to get it. or we need to try and think out the box and go some backhanded, way more complicated than necessary way to get the help we need. So, yeah. That just shows how much apparently able-bodied people think they can mistreat and abuse people with disabilities. Which, in a way, actually no, mostly is the reason I want to become a freaking actress.
My original plan was to write a paper about trick riding.
Because,
I figured my
yeah.
memorable moment was the time I was Roman riding.
Yeah. Because apparently people think that, like,
But then I realized that it wasn't the Roman riding or the jump that made that moment memorable.
yeah, because apparently able-bodied people apparently think that,
My mom, dad,
like, oh, we will never amount to anything,
so my most memorable moment was in fact the day I was adopted.
or that, like, oh, we don't have feelings, we are not actual people, we are less than people, we will never amount to anything, which is the
people who were always there for me, even when I was
which is the main reason I want to become an actress. Because there does need to be more representation of people with disabilities in the media. And I don't know if, right now I feel like there is some representation of people with disabilities in the media. And if they're played by true people who have that form of disability, then great, keep it up. There still needs to be more representation of people with disabilities in social media.
your family gets to pick.
Especially,
Maybe it was meant to be.
especially in the media like TV and the news, since that is where the younger generations that are growing up and that will grow up, if the newer generations are getting a lot of information from the media, and if they watch a lot of TV more than the previous generations, then yes, people with disabilities need to be represented equally, and truly represented. Because I feel like there are some actors who do not have a disability, but because the media is trying to portray people with disabilities a little bit more, and they are getting better at it, I'm not denying that. They are portraying some people with disabilities in actual TV and movies, but I always wonder,
Don't you just love working here?
are those people
Our shift's over, so we should focus.
actual actors and actresses
We need to brush it down.
Okay.
with disabilities, or
Yep.
are they just regular people playing someone with a disability? Because if it is the second option, that of the just normal human and normal actor or actress playing someone with a disability, then come on, you need to get actual actresses and actors with disabilities, because we will work harder than, or like we will work just as hard as any other actor or actress, possibly if not harder, because of the,
You're looking healthy.
Yeah, they're doing great.
So,
because of the stigma that we will not like, that we are not people and that we won't amount to anything. I'm pretty sure it's because of that stigma that not many people are willing to give people with disabilities a job. So the fact that when we do actually get a job,
I really wish she wouldn't. She's driving me crazy.
Morning, you two.
yeah, we will actually work harder at that job. Just because we are grateful that we even got a job.
Wrong.
So, yeah.
Amy, you can't work with
I mean, seriously.
this.
Yes, I can.
I'm willing to do, like,
And then I can do
voice acting for, like, an animated character.
okay? Bubble wrap.
I mean, like, if that's what it takes to get my foot in the door of acting, I will
This is unbelievable.
voice an animated character.
Oh my god. He killed that bear?
Well, as long as the character kind of resemble,
And they're only in
or,
and there's only like
yeah,
30 of them left in
as long as the character resembles me.
the picture.
Cause seriously, if you're gonna have,
Disgusting.
What's disgusting?
I mean, seriously, pretty sure the animated character is going to have to resemble the actual person giving them a voice. So, yeah. And the main reason that I want to become an actress is so that I can bring more, or like, so that at the very least, someone with a disability can be in the limelight and awareness, like, and hopefully, like, more attention towards people with disabilities will be brought to the public attention. And hopefully the kids who will watch these shows later on
I don't want to. That's why I brought him.
will learn, even if it's subconsciously through TV or through those kinds of TV shows and movies, is that, hey, you can treat us like other ordinary people. Like, we might talk different, or look a little different, or move differently, or like learn things differently, or have to just do things a little bit differently, but we are still a normal person like anyone else, okay?
He was trying to talk dirty or something. Like,
So,
turns out he actually
yeah.
did have a bathtub on wheels because he was that crazy rodeo clown. I felt bad, but I mean, how was I supposed to know he wasn't wearing any makeup?
Hey, I know you. It's, Clay, right? Saddle Bronx. Campus last year? I beat you. Right. How could I forget?
Get out of my house. Come on.
But yeah.
Who was that guy?
Also, hopefully, with becoming a professional actress, hopefully I can also bring a little more awareness to the abuse. To the abuse that we get, because apparently people with disabilities are the most at risk for abuse, and we are the most like marginalized group of people
Star loser all because you beat him at a rodeo last year?
on the planet because of the stigma attached to us, which is why I believe that there needs to be more representation of people with disabilities in the public eye than there is now. Because how else is the stigma going to stop? And it's really just harming us and setting us up for further abuse in the future.
I know, I'm sorry. Tim got stuck at the diner.
And it's keeping you able-bodied people, like,
Every time he wants something for the school, he's just gonna send you.
in the dark.
Don't want to get in the middle of this. Can we just go over your upcoming rodeo schedule?
I mean, like, unless you personally work with someone
It's nothing against you.
who has a disability, or if you live with someone who has one, or maybe you have a kid who has
Done is done.
some kind of disability,
Start acting like grown-ups.
I'm pretty sure that is like the most exposure the average person gets.
You obviously have all those little boys wrapped around
So, yeah. Basically, in short,
the same.
people with disabilities need way more exposure and way more coverage in the media and the public eye than we are getting.
You take that.
And that is why I really want to become a professional actress. Because I want to help bring...
Okay, that's enough about the test. Yeah.
Yeah, because I really want to help bring people with disabilities into the public eye.
So obsessed about the math.
And hopefully help
Complaint any of my girlfriends ever had.
break
You already missed dinner.
Yeah, I ate some
down
spaghetti.
the stereotypes and force these able-bodied people who believe these stereotypes of us to think differently of us. So, yeah.
Had her meet you there then.
I'm not afraid to deal with Casey if that's what you're saying.
Also,
She's made it clear.
being a professional actress makes more than enough money to wear
Boy pants, Tim, and just leave me out of it, would you?
to where if something were to happen and I can work for like a few months or yeah, for like basically for a long period of time, I wouldn't have to worry about being able to cover my bills,
Fireplace or something.
okay, or my rent
Too much more.
or mortgage or whatever. So yeah.
Says at this rate they're gonna be extinct within the year.
And I do believe I can become and will become a professional actress.
I don't know. Hop on a plane, go over there and just.
Universe, I'm putting it out there to you guys that I will become a professional actress.
Sit back and watch
So,
people get away
yeah.
with this kind of stuff.
Anyway, and again, thank you for the 2 people who joined my YouTube page.
If you want to talk about my
And can you explain why you joined? Like,
Look, I'm setting up for my rodeo school.
do you like what I say or what I talk about, or
You just moved to town. You've got a lot of talent, but he needs a coach.
what?
You can take him on.
Or like, what made you want to join? So, because
I guess.
honestly, I'm just curious and want to know. So, yeah. Bye, guys.
Here he comes now.